Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Sam with Philosophy Tree. Today we're going to be looking at what philosophy is. To do this, we're going to look into the different areas of study in philosophy, what these entail, and also touch briefly on the basics of philosophy, how we conduct philosophy as philosophers. Philosophy has its origins in the Greek word philosophia, which literally translates to love of wisdom. And so a philosopher then would be a lover of wisdom by this translation. Now, a more contemporary definition comes from Merriam-Webster, and they say that philosophy is, quote, the study of ideas about knowledge, truth, the nature and meaning of life, etc. Now, this is good, but it's a very bare-bones definition, and a more appropriate definition, a more accurate definition, I believe, comes from Florida State University's Department of Philosophy. They say that, quote, philosophy is an activity people undertake when they seek to understand fundamental truths about themselves, the world in which they live, and their relationships to the world and to each other. And the key word here is activity. Philosophy is something we do, and it's something that really anyone can do. You don't have to have a PhD or a professional degree to be a philosopher. Anyone with a functional mind and the right training can conduct philosophy. As we look deeper into what philosophy is, we will find that there are really four areas of study, which comprise the majority of philosophical inquiry and debate, at least in today's day and age. These are metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, and politics. Metaphysics has the reputation of being a very broad discipline in philosophy, and appropriately so. It's definitely one of the oldest, if not the oldest, areas of study in philosophy. It was going on before the times of Socrates. Metaphysics is the study of existence. It's the study of what is real. Some popular metaphysical questions include, why are we here? What is the meaning of life? Is there a God? These are questions that humans have been facing since the dawn of existence, since we had the capacity to reason. And so metaphysics has a rich tradition, a rich history, and a great foundation for inquiry and further study. Epistemology, on the other hand, is the study of knowledge. It's the study especially of the limits and the validity of knowledge. And so some popular questions in epistemology would include, what does it mean to even know something? Can we know anything? What distinguishes substantiated belief from mere opinions? And can we know anything with absolute certainty? Can we be sure of anything we know? Ethics is the study of moral principles. Ethical philosophy, it attempts to identify what the best way for humans to act is. And there's a lot of divergence in this. We have thinkers like Ayn Rand, the founder of the objectivist philosophy, who believe that it is ethical to act entirely in one's self-interest. And on the opposite side, we have philosophers like Karl Marx, the father of communism, who believe it is ethical to act in the interest of the community, of the state. And so in ethics, we try to identify what the best way for humans to act is and the reasons for acting this way. The fourth major area of study in contemporary philosophy is politics. Politics is the study of government. It's the study of how a state should run. It deals with questions such as, what is the best form of government? Should we have no government at all, a democracy, an aristocracy, etc.? And this area of philosophy is usually called something along the lines of political science or government in academia today, but it remains a vital and a very contentious branch of philosophy, to say the least. While the above four areas undoubtedly constitute the majority of philosophical inquiry and debate in today's day and age, there are also two other areas of study that you may come into contact with or see lumped in with these four, and these are logic and aesthetics. When you hear logic, just think rhetoric. It's the same thing. Logic is the study of rhetoric, of speaking, particularly public speaking, and this was undoubtedly a very important part of philosophy back in the days of Socrates, of Plato, and Aristotle. However, it has largely become more of a discipline of communication, of language arts, than philosophy. And then there's aesthetics. Aesthetics is the study of art. It's the study of beauty. And this is a definite area of philosophy. There are contributions and a tradition in this area. However, it is not seen as central I suppose, to the human condition or to study as the above four areas, and so it has largely fallen by the wayside. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting the show. We try to have episodes out on a weekly basis. In the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter at philosophy_tree and like our page on Facebook at facebook.com/philosophytree. If you have any questions, any comments, or ideas for future episodes, feel free to shoot us an email at philosophytreecontact@gmail.com.